because I sort of like this Macy's building. Could be a nice office for LionAid in the future. Now, today we've heard lots and lots of positive stuff. Lots of positive stuff. And so, being the last speaker, I'd like to tell you a little bit about the negative stuff. Because somebody has to. Imagine something like this happening 30 years ago. Nobody can. A lot of you looking around weren't even alive 30 years ago. But some of us were. And but 30 years ago, let's go back to the 1980s. In 1980, the wisdom of CITES said that we should legalize the ivory trade. We've all got stockpiles of ivory all over the world, and so why not sell it? Why not get rid of all this stuff and have people enjoy wearing ivory bangles and have little ivory carvings in their houses and things like that. So what they said is, okay, what we're going to do is we're going to legalize the ivory sale, starting in 1980. Now, during the next 10 years, what happened was that, and I've got the numbers here, 144,000 individual tusks were sold. That's 72,000 elephants. 6,500 tons of ivory tusks were traded. That's a lot of elephants. Lots of ivory pieces, lots of little bits and pieces and things like that, and 180 million ivory carvings were sold over the world in those 10 years. And that was the legal trade. And it wasn't even enough. It wasn't even enough. Because during that time, hundreds of thousands of elephants were also poached, shot down, killed. It's estimated during those 10 years, 1980 to 1989, that 1 million elephants were shot and killed. Now, probably if you put 1 million elephants end to end, they'd go from here somewhere to San Francisco or something like that, you know, maybe even further. That's a lot of elephants that were lost in those 10 years. And so in 1989, we said, all right, the end of the ivory trade, we're never going to do this again. We are not going to trade ivory anymore. What we're going to do is we're all going to be really good and we're going to save elephants. 1989, that's when that happened. Of course, it didn't happen that way. In 1999, people suddenly changed their minds and they said, well, let's have another ivory trade. Yay! And then to compound the mistake in 2008, CITES again said, let's have another ivory trade. And because of that, we're in the situation where we are now, where elephants are being killed left, right, and center for their ivory once again. And now, thanks to, you know, some really good work, and Chris has already thanked Paul Allen and the Vulcan Foundation, we know that there's less than 400,000 elephants left in Africa. 400,000 elephants left. 400,000 elephants. That's probably about 4,000